Hey everyone. So, revisiting the 5 C's of marketing, which I discussed in my earlier video, today what we are going to do, we are going to look at the first C of these 5 C's for situational analysis while framing your marketing strategy. So, the first C is customers. And in my earlier video, we spoke briefly about the consumer buying roles. Let's look into details today. So, what I thought it will be great if I can give you a real life example of the consumer buying journey and the roles which play a part in it. So take an example of a product management business unit. So the team wants to buy a data analytics tool. So looking at different roles who are going to play a part in the buying journey, let's look at the first role which comes into picture. So that role is going to be the initiator. Now, who is going to be the initiator? It can be the group product manager of that team, or it can be the director of the PM team. So they will sense the need of an analytics tool based on the feedback and the challenges of the team. Now, once they are clear that, okay, my team really needs some kind of data analytics tools for performing their tasks efficiently, they are going to take that request to the decider. And the decider can be the vice president of the business unit or above. They will assess the urgency of the ask and based on the urgency, how much funds, if available, they have which can be disposed for the purchase of this product. After a decider approves that okay, we can think about it, we can approve it if it's really so urgent, what happens? A lot of influences come into the play. And who are these influences going to be primarily? Primarily, these influencers would be the senior product managers in the team. It can also be the junior PMs or the developers in the broader org. So, based on their requirements, based on their needs, they will give inputs on what features are must to be there in that data analytics product or tool. They can also optionally mention some of the names of the products or tools they have used in the past or which they think could be a good fit here. Once that is there, then uh, comes the gatekeepers. Who are the gatekeepers? So gatekeepers are the individuals or the teams in an organization with a lot of market intelligence. So they know that what products in the market are doing what and where would they be most applicable, what are the price points, what are the geographies, who are best positioned for their service, etc. etc. So you can imagine that in this case, the gatekeepers could be the engineering leaders, sales leaders, as well as the marketing leaders who would propose that, okay, so these are my top 10 recommendations for the data analytics tool for a PM team, which could be very well used by this team based on their current needs. So that would really simplify the search of the team for the best products to be purchased. So they would be able to shortlist what vendors to go with, what products to go ahead with. Once that is there, then they're the users. Based on all the recommendations, based on all the inputs, they would finally shortlist. Okay, so we think that A, B, C out of this list are the best to meeting our needs. And collecting all these input points, finally, the purchaser comes into play, which is the procurement department of the business unit, which after identification of 3 or 4 or a number of top vendors will work with them directly, negotiate the prices, and finally make that purchase for the team. So this is how the consumer buying roles look like. And this is how the consumer buying happens. It's a journey. It's a journey and it spans across so many roles. And as a marketer, why you need to understand all of these different roles and what are their activities, what are their parts. You need to understand that because you would need to craft your product story, you would need to craft your product messaging to influence and make sure that all these different roles can work synchronously, pointing towards finally that making purchase call. It's so essential. You cannot miss any of them because initiator has a very different perception into looking at a product. Gatekeepers are different. They're the constant watchers. The decider is different. The procurement department has different needs. So as a marketer, it's your job to bring all of these roles through your story on one page. I hope you found this useful and you'll be able to use it in crafting your product story or messaging. Let me know if there are any questions, thoughts, feedbacks, or concerns. Till then, thank you and bye.